Welcome back to Plunder Anime Review episode number 8. This one discussing episodes 20 to 22. With these 3 episodes, I have only 2 more episodes left to go, which at this point, I'm probably going to watch these episodes tomorrow. Now, what happened to these episodes? Well, we kind of been away basically building up toward the end of the series. Well, basically, it's building these episodes that Licht does know who Hina's mother is, and also the fact that she was one kind of bring out of the shell. Takachiro, the big bully guy from the previous arc, he shows up, apparently gets in a brief fight with Licht and supposedly kills him. And everyone else tries to find him. Of course, they find him, but then of course they get briefly and then they get knocked out, and then they get strung up. They basically get chained up in some kind of dungeon. I'm surprised Takachiro didn't take a chance to basically shred the 2 women of their clothing. At least the clothing part. I'm surprised he didn't. But he never did. Not really sure why, but and of course they also suggest make him aces. He does not want that and allows him to leave until Hina's bag rips and out pops up her original ballot. And he's like, screw it, I'm going to kill you anyways. And then of course you have where Ellie goes to find, Licht. While the other two basically hold off him. And of course, Nana is there. Why is she there? Just by sheer coincidence. Yeah, I'm like, when the heck did she get here? It's kind of not revealed. And of course, they said Stanley goes kill in the morning. And of course, Madeline just decides to, they're doing CPR on him. They'll identify as CPR, but clearly like pushing on the chest like this, doing mouth and all stuff. And of course, and by the way, on the way there, she gets wounded. Like, she has like a gut, wound with a rock basically went right through her. And she basically nearly passed because of near blood loss. But then all of a sudden, for some reason, the people who were in the village from episodes 3 through 5, they show up here. They kind of explain how they found her. They had a strange feeling and they kind of found her here. It's kind of weird. They do explain that she was new supervisor, and of course she was very nervous about the role, but she basically grew over time. So they managed her wound, and Licht they wake up thanks to basically constantly slapping him. Eventually they wake up, and then of course they made a deal. In exchange for him going back, reviving him, he gets to tell Hina how he feels about her. And of course they go back, and of course that Licht tells everybody give her a blood transfusion. Of course, she's a type O. And while having the 3 basically, of course, then you have Licht talking to Hina for a few minutes, revealing that he does confess his feelings for her. He recuperates, and then they proceed to make out. By the way, when Doctor is talking to them, he's wondering. By the way, it's also revealed that Hina's father is Licht's, the guy he grew up with. That's her father. The guy who sliced up back in a flashback, and he thinks he's dead. I'm not going to spoil it. Nope, not really. So, basically, in the case of this, and of course they make out. And by the way, they're looking for, he's looking for the woman he bullied in the flashback. Apparently he's attached to her. And then, of course, you have Licht and Tucker start fighting. It lasts for a good while. And then, of course, gunfire fires out. Yes, gunfire. And the soldiers just pop up out of nowhere. Just openly fire on them. And I'm like, really? You show up now at the end of episode 22? Okay, interesting. We're also, by the way, they also this meeting where you have the Supreme Commander, who's voiced by David Wade, where they basically decided about the fate of Altia. And then, of course, you have this brief skirmish between him and his adopted son, Iron Jail, where he pretty much loses all of his numbers. He's basically reduced down to 1. And though he basically is also demoted from first lieutenant to a recruit. And, of course, he also finds out that Cap, now from the flashback, is the same guy who raised him. Yep. By the way, it also explains the scar on his face. Yep. I'm trying to think, was anything else I missed? No, I think that was it. Yeah, gotta say, really good set of episodes. Definitely enjoy. They also reveal in this, and they also feel that special room in the media that voted. Apparently, only 3 of the ballots are still there. Hayden's got 1, so that makes 4. Where are the other 3, you might ask? Well, they're probably going to search for them later on episodes. Who knows? Yep. But yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. I would talk about the final 2 episodes, but I haven't watched them yet. So, gotta watch them tomorrow before I go to the Shogo Expo, which shouldn't take too long, by the way. No. I should probably have to view those pretty quickly. And then pretty much on the way there, I'll probably resume watching Spaceship Gavin. Yep. But in the case of video tonight, this is all I'm going to do. So, see you so tomorrow for not only the final couple of reviews for Plunder, but also my haul thing, because I'm probably going to buy some stuff on there. And also, I'm hopefully get a chance to do the Great Jawa when I've defeated. And that's probably it. Okay, next video. Bye.